West Ham News Official. I'm going to do my match review against Viborg, and then at the end of that I'm going to give my player ratings. Obviously anybody's got their own views, but this is how I saw it yesterday. For the first 15 minutes, not really that much happened. Viborg had a lot of the ball, but there were half chances for us. Bowen curled one just wide, so just wide from where I was sitting. It looked just wide, but not really anything of note, so to speak. And then we score. Great ball down to Relish Cornet, who then twisted and turned the defender and put the ball over for Skamaka to head in from no more than a couple of yards out. Great ball in. Perfect for the big man at the bow around about back post. So that made it 1-0 to West Ham. We did push to try to get a second for 5 minutes or so. Nothing really happened, and then not really much else of note for the first half. Viborg did have half a chance where we lost the ball and they broke, and he shot just wide of the far post. Second half started, and we started to look a little bit better. We started to look a little bit stronger, and then of course we scored a second, and a great goal it was. Won the ball high up the field. Came to Bowen about 25 yards out. He took a couple of touches and then fired it into the bottom corner, near post, beating the keeper. I think then we kind of thought, yeah, that's enough. 2-0. I think that's good, because we took our feet off the gas a little bit, and Viborg actually got one back. Great crossing, and their striker Bond, I think it was Bonda, scored at the back post to make it 2-1. Then it was pretty much end to end. Viborg did push to get it to 2-2. Fortunately, though, we made a few substitutions. We had Kerr come on for Ogbonna, who was back, Fornals for Coventry, Antonio for Skamaka, Benrahma for Lanzini, and Downs, who came on with a couple of minutes left, 5 minutes left. So we had done okay, but it could have been a different story. But we defended really well, and then obviously the ball was played to Benrahma, who beat his man out wide, drove into the penalty box, and then pulled it back for Antonio to make it 3-1, and for West Ham to get the victory. Overall, I was pleased by a few things which I'll go into in great detail in just a moment. I still think there's a little bit of uncertainty there defensive wise, but obviously there are mitigating circumstances. Obviously, we had to play. We couldn't play our first 11. Put it that way. Last night, we had to give some players chances to impress. Things I was pleased about: Ogbonna being back. you know, it's going to take him. It's going to take him a time to readjust and be back to what he was before his injury. But I thought he played well whilst he was on the pitch. Bowen back to starting to get back towards what he was last season. That made me happy. Cornet and Skamaka both. For me, I was impressed, fairly impressed by them. Ashby, the youngster, very good game from Ashby. So all in all, a 3-1 win in the first leg of the Europa qualifier, conference qualifier, I should say. Yeah, all in all, overall, quite happy with the result. Okay, player ratings. Okay, I gave Areola a 7. Didn't have that much to do for the majority of the game. For a majority of the first half, Viborg were putting the ball in. It was just going straight out for a goal kick. So he didn't have that much to do. Don't really think there was that much he could have done about their goal, to be honest. Although it was scored from close range, so I don't know. Maybe he could have. Maybe he got his hand to the ball as it was coming across. But all in all, a solid display from the keeper. 7. So foul. Okay. Yeah, got forward, but did lose the ball on a few occasions, and was out of position, and was out of position for a chance that Viborg had at 1-0, just after the break. I give him a 6. Okay, Ogbonna. I actually gave Ogbonna an 8. The reasoning for that, and he was the captain last night, and the reason I give him an 8 is because I felt that, bearing in mind it was his first game back after a long-term injury, he didn't look out of place. You know, he looked like he hadn't been missing that long. He was solid defensively, which is all you can ask from your centre back, that he's solid, as you know, when you're defending. So I gave him an 8. Okay, next player, Ben Johnson. Same as Safal, I gave him a 6. Was caught out of position a few times. Didn't look on his game last night at all. Really, centre back is not Johnson's position. That's not where he's best at. But he did okay. Ashby, I gave Ashby a 7, but I'm going to change that. I'm going to give him an 8 because he played well throughout the game. Had a rasping drive in the start of the second half, which the keeper tipped over. And overall, his all-round game was he was always there if he was needed. So I'm going to give Ashby an 8. All-round good game. Connor Coventry. First half was very, I don't know, it seemed a little bit like I'm out of place, if you like. Started to improve second half, and was getting on the ball. I gave him a 6 because although he did start to impress the first half, it was fairly fairly non-existent. Souček I only gave a 5. Now, first half, I don't think Souček did that much. He seemed to be labouring. He seemed to be just walking around the pitch pretty much in a daze. For a lot of the first half, especially. Second half, again, he slightly improved. Had a header at the back post, which was easily saved by their keeper. But as I said, overall, not a brilliant performance. I only gave him a 5. Okay, Lanzini. I gave Lanzini a 4. I thought he was very poor last night. Gave the ball away on numerous occasions. Never got into the game. Was never a creative spark coming forward. Not a great performance all round from Lanzini. So a 4 for him. Okay. Bowen. Gave Bowen an 8. First half he was still a little bit down on what he was towards the end of last season, but second half he perked up. As I say, he did have a chance in the first half which he curled just wide, and but in the second half, what a goal that was. 20-yarder into the bottom corner, near post. Great goal, great finish. Impressive. I was, good corners when he had the chance to take them. Cornell, give us 7. Great skill to set up Scamacca for the first. I only give him a 7 because he did get caught offside a hell of a lot in the first half, and at the start of the second half, to be fair. But all round, yeah, I was happy with his performance. And as I say, he did provide an assist for the Scamacca goal, so I gave him a 7. Scamacca, goal scorer, his back to goal play maybe needs a little bit of work. His positioning's not too bad. All round play, and for the goal, I'll give him an 8. But I'm gonna give my man of the match probably to Ogbonna, because I thought he was solid at the back. We didn't concede whilst he was on the pitch. Funnily enough, it was just after he went off we conceded. But the substitutes, I gave Kera a 7. He came on for Ogbonna after about 65 minutes, there or thereabouts. I thought he was solid enough. No real troubles. He was quick. And yeah, I was happy with his performance. Fornals I only gave a 6. The reason I gave Fornals a 6 was because his corners were poor. We had about 4 or 5 corners and he didn't beat the first man. And he didn't really do that much either, to be honest. So that's 6 for him. Antonio I gave a 7 for his contribution, scoring the goal. Other than that, he was running at them. He did run. If one time, he ran part. He knocked the ball past the defender at one point and got taken out because he was been away. Benrahma, I gave him a 7. He was full of tricks again last night, beating his man and driving into the box, as I said, for Antonio's goal. And generally lively, although he was more on the left again, which, as I say, again, for me, Benrahma's position is a number 10. And then Downs came on late on with about 5 minutes to go. not really enough time to really get involved, so I didn't actually give him a rating at all. Now that's obviously my views on the game and my player ratings. By all means, if you've watched the game and you've got your own opinions, please by all means put down your own player ratings. Get involved in the show. We also have a YouTube and a TikTok site now as well. We're on YouTube, TikTok as well, and hopefully please subscribe to that. If you like watching this, please subscribe to those. These videos do go onto there as well. And please, tell your friends that, as long as they're West Ham, as long as they've got, affiliation with West Ham in some way, I'll tell your friends that, to come over to YouTube and subscribe. You can do it through YouTube itself, or you can actually come on to West Ham News Official on Facebook. Scroll across and you'll see a link to both, definitely YouTube. I think Steve's put a TikTok link to that as well. So that's it for the player ratings and the review. A great 3-1 victory. Though I think it's enough for us to go through. I think it was. I think it's. I think 3-1 is enough. I think maybe if Viborg scored early in Denmark next week, then it could be a bit nervy. But I think we've got enough to score over there, as long as Moyes puts out the same kind of side. I wouldn't want to see. Maybe take out Lanzini and put maybe. I don't know, maybe Downs could play where Lanzini did, or Benrahma, or Fornals actually, and then maybe Benrahma in the middle as a number 10. Yeah, so all in all though, happy with the result, happy with the victory, and hopefully, as I said, I think that's enough. But hopefully we can go over to Denmark and get something out of that game anyway. Viborg for me didn't look all that, but I will say, well done to the Viborg supporters. They made the they made it a great atmosphere last night. Both sets of supporters did, and I think to bring over that amount of fans, especially when they couldn't travel direct, to bring that many fans over, great effort. Well, so congratulations to Viborg fans for that. I'm sure we'll take just as many, if not more, if we can. I don't know how many tickets we've been given for the away return. So hopefully we'll be in the Europa Conference League group stages from next Thursday. I believe the draw is then on the Friday, with the first group game, I believe, 2 weeks after the draw. I think it's on something like the 8th of September. So it's definitely around there somewhere or something like that. But the draw is on the 20. Well, we today, what we 18th today, I think 19th. So I think the draw's on the 26th for the group stage of the Conference League. So yeah, if you've got any comments, if you want to be involved, if you've got any comments, if you enjoyed the video, please give it a like. They all help. Please go onto YouTube, this video will be uploaded onto YouTube later. Please give it a like on there as well, and please subscribe. If you subscribe on YouTube and you hit the bell every time we're on live, or every time we're on there, you'll get a notification that there's a new video being put up there. As I say, check out TikTok. As I say, I'm sure if there's not a link up, I'm sure Stephen will put a link up there as well for anybody that wants to have a look on there. Okay, so that's it from me. All in all, happy. 3-1 up from the first leg. Second leg in a week's time. I think we can get something from the game. Maybe a sneaker win over there. I'll settle for a draw, to be fair. That gets us through. And yeah, all in all, let's cheer on the Hammers to a win. Brighton, of course, on Sunday, this Sunday, again at the London Stadium. Again, I will be there. I will try to do a match review and player ratings after the game later on that evening. Not guarantee. If I can't do it Sunday, I'll try to get on at some point Monday and do my match review and player ratings for the game against Brighton. Of course, Brighton are bogey team. Can we beat Brighton? I think we can. It's good that Ogbonna got 65 minutes into his legs last night. It was good to see Carrera come on. Antonio got his goal last night, so you know he's off and running for his first goal for this season. Skamaka got his first goal. Cornet played well. Bowen's starting to get his mojo back. Benrahma was good. Fornals was okay. You know, I think there will be changes. I think you'll find it will be Fabianski in goal for Areola. I think it will still be Sofao. It could well be Ogbonna and Carrera. It could be Ogbonna and Zuma. It could be Zuma and Carrera. I honestly don't know what he's gonna do there. I think Cresswell will play left back, although Ashby did play very, very well. In the middle, it will no doubt be Souček and Rice. I would like to see Bowen, Cornet, and Skamaka up top. I've got a feeling he'll go Bowen, Benrahma, and Antonio. Just got a feeling that's going to be the 11 on Sunday, but we will see. As I said, great, overall good enough performance. A clean sheet would have been brilliant. For a 3-0 win, I would have said we were through. 3-1 is, if they scored the first goal in Denmark, it's going to be in the balance, and it's going to be dangerous. But I think we've got enough to go through and be in that group stage. Okay, well that's it from me. Thanks for watching. As I said, this will be on YouTube later. Please go on YouTube and if you like the video, give it a like. Subscribe by hitting the bell, and we will speak to you again, if not before. If there's not a live show before, which I think we might be doing a show on Saturday, but again, I've got to talk to Steve about that. But if not, you'll hear from me again, probably on possibly Sunday, probably Monday, after the game, with all the details on Brighton. Okay, well, thanks for watching. Come on, you irons, and I'll speak to you soon.